the most underrated emperor who rebuilt China. The glorious and tragic life of Emperor Wen of Sui. The world glorifies the prosperity of the Tang Dynasty. People praise its grand capital, its open culture, and its unparalleled imperial glory. But few people know a hidden historical truth. The entire glorious foundation of the Tang Empire was built by a forgotten emperor, Jian, Emperor Wen of Sui. He ended 400 years of endless division, civil war, and ethnic chaos. These wars had torn China apart for centuries. He created political, legal, and bureaucratic systems that shaped Chinese civilization for more than 1,300 years. He was the most frugal, self-disciplined, people-centered founding emperor in ancient Chinese history. Yet his legacy is tragically ironic. He built a prosperous, unified empire from ruins, but he personally planted the seeds of its sudden collapse. He laid the foundation for China's long-term prosperity, but he was overshadowed by Tang's fame. He became the most underrated emperor in history. How could such a sage-like founder leave a dynasty that fell after only 2 generations? Was he a hero who saved the nation, or a short-sighted ruler who destroyed his own empire? Today, we fully uncover the dual life of Jian, extreme greatness and fatal tragedy, the quiet creator of China's 1,000-year prosperity. Chapter 1: Hidden Years of Endurance and Political Survival. Jian's success never came from luck. It came from decades of patience and careful self-preservation. He was born into the powerful Guanlong military noble clan. His father was a founding hero of northern Zhou. He held supreme military power. From childhood, Jian carried a dignified, imposing aura. His outstanding talent and noble blood made successive emperors deeply wary of him. For decades, he faced constant suppression, suspicion, and death threats. In northern Zhou's brutal court power fights, arrogance meant destruction. High status meant elimination. To stay alive, Jian mastered the art of political survival. Keep a low profile. Never form clique. Never reveal reckless ambition. Stay cautious in every word and deed. He endured silently for half his life. He watched all rivals fall one by one. He built strength in obscurity. He waited for the moment to reshape the whole country. This long suffering shaped his lifelong governing style. Pragmatic, strict, self-disciplined, always rooted in real people's lives. Chapter 2: Peaceful Dynastic Transition and National Reunification. In 580 AD, Emperor Xuan of northern Zhou passed away abruptly. A 7-year-old child inherited the imperial throne at that time. The entire royal court fell into turmoil. Imperial clans planned uprisings across the region. The whole country was on the verge of division once again. As an imperial relative and senior chief minister, Jian stepped into the core stage of history. Faced with turbulent and opposing forces, he took decisive measures to suppress all unrest. He stabilized the unsettled royal court. He took full charge of the imperial realm within a short period. Most founding monarchs gained power through fierce conflicts and large-scale wars. Jian accomplished the most peaceful regime transition in ancient Chinese history. There was no large-scale purge of noble groups. There were no devastating wars across the nation. He accomplished the dynastic replacement merely with outstanding political wisdom. In 581 AD, Jian formally ascended the imperial throne. He established the Sui Dynasty and titled his reign Kaihuang. In 589 AD, he dispatched troops to the south and defeated the Chen regime. He put an end to the 400-year-long national division that began from the Wei and Jian periods. After centuries of national separation and social unrest, China finally achieved complete national reunification under the governance of Yang Jian. Chapter 4. The most self-disciplined emperor in history. Most ancient emperors lived in luxury and indulgence. Yang Jian was a total exception. He led an extremely simple life. He refused fancy silk robes. He rejected rare, precious delicacies. He never built extravagant palaces. He set strict rules for himself and the whole court. He severely punished corrupt officials. He restrained privileged nobles. He fully protected ordinary civilians' interests. Unlike emperors with thousands of concubines, Yang Jian stayed faithfully with Empress Dugu all his life. They shared hardship and glory for decades. Later, people joked he feared his wife. The truth was extreme self-restraint, loyalty, and strict self-control. In his early and middle reign, Yang Jian matched the ancient standard of a perfect sage king. Hardworking, frugal, benevolent, fair to every subject. National reunification was his military achievement. His institutional reforms became the eternal foundation of Chinese civilization. Before Sui, politics were fully controlled by aristocratic clans. Nobles monopolized official promotion. Common people had almost no chance to rise. Class gaps were locked for thousands of years. Yang Jian completely overturned this old unfair system. He abolished the 9-rank system that served noble families. He created the Three Provinces and Six Ministries system. It formed a balanced, scientific, centralized governance structure. Tang, Song, Ming, Qing all inherited this system. It ruled China's political framework for over 1,300 years. He created the early prototype of the imperial examination system. It opened fair promotion paths for poor, talented people. It broke the noble monopoly over official power. He issued the Kaihuang Code. He abolished brutal ancient torture. He simplified and humanized ancient laws. It became the legal template for all later feudal dynasties. He carried out equal land distribution, cut taxes and labor duties. Displaced refugees returned to farmland. National economy and population recovered rapidly. He built the Grand Daxing City. It was the largest, most prosperous metropolis in the world at that time. It later grew into Tang's iconic Chang'an City. Within just 2 decades, Yang Jian rebuilt a war-ruined land into a stable, wealthy, unified empire known as Kaihuang Prosperity. Every glorious achievement of flourishing Tang was built upon Yang Jian's foundational reforms. Chapter 5. The tragic transformation, the fall of a sage king. Yet, supreme power and old age brought terrifying changes to Yang Jian's character. After the whole nation became rich and stable, external governance pressure faded away. The dark inner desires brought by imperial power expanded without limit. He seized power through regime usurpation. He carried deep, lifelong guilt over this. In his later years, this guilt turned into severe paranoia and suspicion. He no longer trusted meritorious ministers. He could not tolerate different opinions. He judged all officials with harsh, extreme standards. After Empress Dugu passed away, his lifelong moral anchor vanished completely. He lost the only person who could restrain his extremes. All repressed emotions and desires collapsed out of control. The once gentle, open-minded emperor became moody, suspicious, obsessed with heavy punishment. He suspected every hero of betrayal. He pushed loyal ministers away. The whole court lived in constant fear. This is the helpless curse of absolute power. Without balanced restriction, even the wisest sage emperor will sink into obsession and darkness step by step. Chapter 6. Fatal Misjudgment. One choice that ruined a millennium foundation. Yang Jian's biggest life regret was not late suspicion or indulgence, but the deadly mistake of changing the crown prince. His eldest son, Crown Prince Yang Yong, was kind, mild, and generous. He was fully capable of inheriting and guarding the prosperous empire. His second son, Yang Guang, was extremely cunning and good at pretending. He hid his wild ambition on purpose. He acted diligent and simple. He catered perfectly to Yang Jian and Empress Dugu's preferences. In his confused, suspicious old age, greatly influenced by Empress Dugu, Yang Jian completely misjudged human nature. He deposed the virtuous Yang Yong. He named the hypocritical Yang Guang the new crown prince. All his life, Yang Jian calculated political struggles, controlled court balance, stabilized the whole country, but he completely misread his own two sons. On his deathbed, Yang Jian finally saw the truth clearly. He cried out in endless regret, "Yang Guang has deceived me. The empire is doomed." But it was far too late. One wrong choice destroyed the 1,000-year foundation. He spent his whole life constructing. Chapter 7. Millennial Debate. Great Achievement, Fatal Flaw. For thousands of years, historians hold split views on Yang Jian. He was a national savior. He ended hundreds of years of division and chaos. He reunified the Chinese nation. He created institutions that benefited later dynasties for millennia. But he was also a tragic loser. His late paranoia and wrong heir choice sent the powerful Sui Dynasty to sudden collapse after only 2 generations. The Tang Dynasty inherited all his achievements and became world famous. Yet Yang Jian was slowly erased from public memory. He is the most wronged and underrated founding emperor. His life reveals a cruel historical truth. No amount of great achievement can make up for one fatal human weakness. Chapter 8. Final Evaluation and Interactive Ending. Yang Jian's life is a unique blend of magnificent achievements and regrettable flaws. In the first half of his life, he endured numerous hardships, overcame countless political crises, completed the great cause of national reunification, and crafted enduring institutional systems for ancient China. In the second half of his life, he became deeply attached to supreme imperial power, gradually lost sober rational judgment. He was a wise and virtuous ruler who pioneered a brand new historical era. Yet he was also an ordinary mortal, unable to break free from inner limitations and the muddled judgment of old age. The world always remembers the prosperous glory of the Tang Dynasty, but often overlooks the unsung founder who laid its solid foundation. After learning the full story of his life, do you think Yang Jian's far-reaching historical accomplishments greatly overshadow his critical final misstep? If the kind and virtuous Yang Yong had succeeded to the throne, could the Sui Dynasty have maintained long-term prosperity and stability? Why are those great dynasty founders so often underestimated by future generations? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments section below. Please like and subscribe to our channel. If you enjoy in-depth documentaries about Chinese history, in our next episode, we will reveal the most debated emperor in history, Yang Guang, a talented yet controversial monarch who brought decline to the Sui Dynasty.